Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, English Listening. And I'm so excited to have you here. On this channel, you'll find a variety of content designed to help you improve your English listening skills. Whether you're a beginner or looking to perfect your advanced skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of our new videos. Feel free to leave comments and let me know what topics you'd like to see covered. 13. Look for clues to get the gist. The gist is the overall meaning. Practice using clues to get the gist of a text quickly and effectively. Use these tips to improve your overall understanding of what you're reading. For example, use a highlighter to identify important information or main ideas in the text. Pay attention to verb tenses so that you understand the timeline of the story. Are past, present, or future events being described? Examine any images that accompany the text. These images often give vital information and can help your understanding. 14. Break up readings into chunks. Reading can be tiring, so break it up into manageable chunks, pieces. Aim for between 1 and 3 paragraphs to start. As you build your skills, you can start reading with longer and longer chunks of text. You can also simply break up your reading by time. In particular, I recommend trying the Pomodoro method. For every 25 minutes of reading, take a 5-minute break to give your brain a rest. 15. Write a summary. After reading a text, you can write a short summary of what you've read. This can just be a couple of sentences that present the main ideas. Writing a summary is a great way to reinforce what the text was about as well as use new vocabulary in context. I like to write summaries down in my notebook and then underline the new vocabulary that I learned from reading the text. Writing summaries will also help you notice any parts of the text that you didn't fully understand, so you can go back and reread. 16. Discuss the text. Call upon an English-speaking friend or conversation partner to help you understand what you read. You can explain the text to them. Your friend could then ask you questions about what you've read. By talking about what you've read with a fluent English speaker, you can make sure that you understood the text. Another bonus is that you'll practice listening and speaking in English. 17. Reread short articles. Sometimes reading a text just once isn't enough to understand it. Rereading is great for finding things you might have missed the first time and reviewing new words. Try these out. Choose something that takes less than 5 minutes to read. This can be a story or a news article. Read the text at your own pace, then write down everything you can remember. Every little detail, even parts of sentences if you remember them. Read the text again and write down what you can remember. Do you see how much more you remember the second time around? Every time you read something, you understand more of it. When you want to get the most out of your reading, try reading 3 or more times. The first time, focus on understanding the words. The second time, focus on the meaning. The third time, you can start asking deeper questions like what is the author really trying to say? Or how does this news affect the rest of the world? 18. Do reading comprehension exercises. For more structured practice, you can do reading comprehension exercises, which are designed to test how much you understand and improve your reading ability. Generally, these exercises start with a short text. Then you have to answer multiple choice or fill in the blanks questions, or even longer written responses about the text. Whatever your level, here are some useful places to find online reading comprehension exercises. AgendaWeb offers texts for all levels of English as well as short stories and fairy tales that include audio. My English Pages has hundreds of exercises for various topics including science, history, and biographies. The ESL Lounge also has exercises broken into 4 levels. To find even more online, look up ESL Reading Comprehension Quiz. 19. Read many kinds of texts. Today, we don't just read books and newspapers. We read blogs, emails, tweets, and chats. The more you read anything in English, the better you'll get at the language. Magazine Line is a good place to go to find digital or print magazines on just about any subject. They give you lower prices on magazine subscriptions, and you may be able to save even more if you're a student. You can also check out aggregators, websites that take news and interesting articles and put them together for you to look through. A couple of useful aggregators are Mix, which helps you find new websites based on your interests, and Dig, which collects interesting stories from around the internet onto one page. 20. Read and listen with subtitles. It might seem strange, but another great way to practice reading is to watch English videos with subtitles or transcripts. That way, you will read the words while hearing how a native speaker says them. Because English is not a phonetic language, the subtitles remind you how to spell a certain word, regardless of the sound. Watching movies and videos is probably the most fun and interactive way of learning English. I don't know about you, but I spent a lot of my younger years watching Friends and learned a lot of English from the TV show. 21. Check popular forums and blogs. Do you know that ChatGPT, the chatbot that is making waves all over the internet because of how well it can communicate, read Reddit threads to teach itself language? Forums like Reddit, Quora, and Yahoo Answers contain English in its most natural forms, as it is all written casually by native speakers. Even if there are spelling and grammar mistakes, conversations are mostly enlightening, natural, and full of everyday words. Aside from forums, you can add some personality and fun to your English reading practice with blogs in English. They discuss all kinds of topics in a lively and friendly way. You can even be part of the conversation and practice your English writing skills by leaving a comment now and then. 22. Be consistent with reading. Perhaps the most important tip to learn English reading is to make sure you read consistently. Remember, a little bit of reading every day is better than reading a lot once a month. Aim to create a reading habit. If you become frustrated or bored, I suggest changing your reading material. Reading things you're interested in will improve your reading skills tremendously, and the best way to become better at reading English is to read what you enjoy. Thanks for watching, and let's get started on this exciting journey of mastering English listening. See you in the next video.